My name is Natalie Cruz, and I'm going to be talking about Sean Diddy Combs and what he has been up to in the last 20 years since he's risen to fame. To start off with, he recently got caught organizing a sex trafficking ring and charged with racketeering from the FBI, and he got tipped off by the cartel. And I find it crazy that he is just now being exposed because he had blackmail on famous celebrities. And I wanted to start off by saying Diddy has become a light in the music industry since the early 2000s, hit with his first young female art or first male artist being Usher and Justin Bieber, and they are now being a part of the sexual assault lawsuit that I'm talking about today. And I really just find court cases interesting, so it's easy for me to talk about. But in these court cases, Usher and Justin Bieber were minors when they first met Diddy. And when they were minors, it is said that he sexually assaulted them, he raped them, and then he continued to film and have blackmail material on both Usher and Justin Bieber. Now, the second thing I'd like to say is that along with these sexual assault allegations, we have a mysterious strings of deaths tied to Diddy. His first victim being his baby mom, Kim Porter, who died from a health problem, pneumonia. It came all of a sudden. And also recently, just this now came out before I decided to write the actual prompt. This just came out that underneath his bed was a tunnel to Michael Jackson's house, and they are now reopening the investigation of Michael Jackson's death because of that. And also, there are many other deaths that are tied to him. And prior to this, Kim Porter actually had already planned to release a book, and then when she passed away, the date to release the book never happened because she passed away sadly. But those are also that's the mother of his two twin daughters, and I think it's crazy that her death has never been looked into. And then there's also the alleged Tupac assassination. They are reopening the death into Tupac as well, Tupac Shakur, who died in the 2000s, because the last song Tupac was ever seen recorded, it was Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. And then in this song, he goes blasting P. Diddy for doing weird stuff in Hollywood. And it's really weird now because you have your sources, you got your first-hand sources, and it's people depicting these songs apart. They're trying to fill in the missing holes, trying to figure out what happened and what led to this person's death. And I really find it intriguing, but it's also sad. And then in conclusion, Sean Diddy Combs is a famous person who has gone way too far under the radar, getting away with the stuff he does. And quite frankly, it's disgusting because it's child trafficking, it's killing, it's racketeering. It's an unofficial gang, but they're doing gang related things. So this is something that needs to be handled in court, and I hope that Sean Diddy Combs victims get the justice they deserve, because nobody deserves to go through that. And then with the last victim, the most famous victim who recently filed her own lawsuit against Diddy, is Cassie, and that was his former girlfriend, wife, whatever you'd call it. But also Sean Diddy Combs has been exposed for paying off hotels, other people, to just keep under light what happens. And recently a hotel surveillance tape got leaked about how abusive Sean Diddy Combs is towards his others towards his spouses, towards his mother of the children, but Cassie thankfully never got to that point where she had Diddy's children. But I think it's important to understand how powerful people are and that corruption is never okay, especially when you're doing it to hide illegal trafficking, drugs. Oh, he was also reportedly using private airplanes to transport drugs, and I think that is not okay. I think that is another sentence for drug trafficking, and supposedly it was cocaine, but we have yet to see the lawsuit in full because it has not been yet released to the public yet. But we have little details that are still being let out into the public that are being certified by the victims, and it's ongoing. So I just really found this so informative because it's something that's has been kept quiet for all the years he's been doing it. I would say 30 plus years, but it's just now coming to light. I think it's so crazy what's kept from the public, from the actual famous people underneath, and I just found it intriguing. So I hope you found it intriguing too. Thank you.